I know you have done a lot with immigration and with the immigration marches and stuff like that in Chicago. Can you talk a little bit about that? I know
Yes.
you did this campaign for immigrants, and I can't believe it took 13 years for this campaign for illegal immigrants,
Undocumented work, we did
undocumented
very well.
workers to get
Like I
it.
said before, the campaign started in Chicago. I remember it well. The organizer was Jordan Esteval. He's still with National People's Action, but he was with the Northwest Neighborhood Federation. I remember when we got done with this campaign, we started figuring out, well, what other issues can we work on? And Jordan brought up the undocumented workers getting licensed in Illinois. I remember that. So we started on that. So in 2001, when that happened, when 9/11 happened, we knew that our issues would have difficulty being followed through. But we still worked on a campaign. Now I worked on it, I believe, through 2005, and then I left the Northwest Neighborhood Federation, and I kind of started doing stuff on my own, like these immigration marches in downtown Chicago. So what I realized is that there were many undocumented people living in the United States, and I realized that they were people like myself, that I could put myself in their shoes, and I could say that could have been me, except I was born a different time, a different place, but that could have been me. So this ability to look at someone else's situation and see the world through their eyes came as I found that it comes easy for me. I can when I hear someone speak, whatever they talk about, I can relive what they're telling me. So on this immigration issue of people getting arrested and being deported, why were they deported for a traffic stop? To me, that seemed like it wasn't just. And not only that, but their children would be left without a father or a mother while they were in deportation proceedings. I said that's not right either. The person was working day in and day out, coming home, taking them to school, taking them to doctor's visits. Why, if a traffic stop, the punishment doesn't fit the crime, is what I was thinking. So I realized, well, I found out that people were getting together, organizing these immigration marches in downtown Chicago, not only Chicago, but all across the United States, protesting these deportations, this unjust, this punishment does not fit the crime. And so I started making my own posters and being interviewed at these marches whenever I'd go, because my posters attracted the reporters' attention. Mostly they would have a background of stars and stripes, United States flag with a simple message on front. And usually when people have the American flag, they're usually waving it with no lettering on a stick or whatever. But I thought that having that as a background with some writing on it would get people's attention. And it did. A lot of my posters got on newspapers, I got interviews, and so it was like a magnet. So once I found that background, that style, I kept with it, and it's been very successful.
Wow. Yeah. And
I have some if you want to take pictures of them or whatever.
yeah, of course, that would be really cool. And I know you said you got quite some publicity about it. Is there any one most memorable
Well,
instance?
most memorable one was when National People's Action asked me to appear on a program called Hannity and Combs. Now, Hannity and Combs is not on the air anymore. Well, it still may be on the air, but Hannity and Combs was part of Fox TV program talking about current events. And the guy who's got the most attention on Fox TV is Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly has to be the number one guy on Fox TV that gets the most attention. Anyway, Hannity and Combs had a similar format, only where they would have Sean Hannity and Mr. Combs, Hannity being representing one viewpoint and Combs representing another viewpoint, opposite ends of the political spectrum. So National People's Action asked me to talk about driver licenses for undocumented, right after 9/11 happened. So when they asked me, I said, sure, I'll do it, because I had a grasp of the issue. I felt that I could hold my own in front of a TV camera, and I felt that I could voice whatever had to be told. While Hannity and Combs were in Miami in the studio, along with Rush Limbaugh's brother, forget his name, if it was David or I don't know, but Rush Limbaugh, I was debating him. So it was Hannity and Combs and Rush Limbaugh's brother against, I'm not Hannity Combs, Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh's brother versus Combs and John Viramontes. So the newscast started, I could hear people talking. I heard about 3 or 4 people talking at the same time, arguing or whatever. It was like, it was a confusion out in my ear. I heard all this chatter, and then all of a sudden I hear her say, and John, you know, what do you think about this? And I said, in my mind, I said, I don't know, what are they talking about? I heard all this chatter, now they want me to answer a question that I don't remember hearing the question. So here I am, looking at a camera like this, trying to defend myself against 2 people in Miami, and the show went on. I tried to answer what I thought was the question. Sean Hannity called me insane. He said my ideas were insane. He put me down in such a way that I couldn't respond, because all I could hear was a voice. On hindsight, I wish that everybody would have been in one room, so I might have reacted different. As a matter of fact, I know I would have reacted differently for someone sitting over there saying, John, you are crazy, in front of a national audience.